All right, it's been a while since we've done one of these. I think maybe the last video that we did was January or maybe February. I can't quite remember. It's been a while, but it's been extremely busy at the agency. We've brought on some clients, we've let some clients go, we've built an entire reporting software, dashboard type thing that the whole agency runs on now. We're just getting our clients on board and integrated into it. It's basically a full replacement for Triple Whale and Northbeam and all these platforms and softwares that just charge too much. Like you can't go anywhere on those platforms without an upsell or a cross sell or having to just pay too much to get the full use and all the features out of it, which is really frustrating. So now our clients don't have to pay for that, which is pretty awesome because it has full server side tracking, live net profit visibility, inventory management. So you can basically see exactly what day your stock is going to run out on any SKU or size based on current order velocity, which obviously links in with the ads and it understands all your cost of goods and expenses and creates basically like a health score that is based on your margins, not just like broad industry averages of click-through rate and conversion rate and LTV and all that sort of stuff. It's all specific to your brand's margins, expenses, break-even ROAS, etc. So you can basically see what the minimum floor is for click-through rate, for thumb stop rate, for add to cart rate, for average order value, and it will then calculate like in the red or okay or healthy score based on all of your metrics so that you can scale confidently over the long term because I think a lot of brands sometimes get stuck in like the day to day and the week to week, and when they actually zoom out and look at their LTV to CAC ratio and they realize that actually the brand is wildly profitable over the long term in terms of like the returning customers and how much they're paying to acquire a customer. But the first time ROAS can sometimes look, pretty bad. And so that will then hinder scaling decisions that will be lucrative, in 6 to 12 months, which they might not be able to see. Like sometimes you just kind of need to zoom out and have like a real pulse on the entire business over a long term view. So it helps do that. I mean, there's loads of other things. We'd be here all day if I explained absolutely everything that was on the dashboard. It's an absolute beast of a software. So yeah, been very, very busy making that. We've also launched our own funnels. We're like running our own ads to generate leads and stuff like that. And I've got a call literally in like 20 minutes with a brand from Sweden that is doing about $120K per month, and is basically needing like a creative engine to be able to scale further because they're kind of like hitting their capacity for creatives and iterations and statics and AI videos and stuff like that, where they just need a bit more infrastructure on that side of things so that they can scale into new territories. So that's going to be an interesting conversation. And on our client side, like current client side, we've had some awesome wins. Like the best win, the one that we're most like buzzing about, is a brand where literally a year and a half ago they came to us at like $0, and last month we've just done $140K. This month we're on track to do like 180. ROAS is above 4, insanely profitable. It's looking just so awesome. I'll put on screen so you can see those results. But the strategy with that was like in 2025 we just went super hard on acquiring new customers, even sometimes like above target CPA. We just continuously trying to build that list and get the product out there and build the customer base. Man, there's some mad lightning going on out there. It's like a whole storm. But anyway, we're trying to acquire as many customers as we physically could through 2025. And then this year in 2026, we've basically just gone super aggressive on email marketing and bringing them back. And literally in 2025, I think the returning customer rate was like 5% or something insanely low like that, because we were just acquiring so many new customers. And now this year we've got in some days, the returning customer rate is like up to 30%. And it's getting into that place where now the fruits of the labor in 2025 are starting to be seen, and we're obviously bringing people back, and it's increasing the ROAS, and it's increasing our ability to acquire more new customers. And the scaling, I mean, this year I think we're 166% up on last year, and the scaling is just really clean and linear, which is obviously really good to see. And it's funny because we actually worked with this brand, it's got to be like 4 or 5 years ago now. And I think the mindset of the founder wasn't quite right at the time, or like the experience from them. And we're doing all right, but they made a decision to basically like stop the website and essentially like stock their product on like a retail website. It didn't do very well, and like it was pretty dead for a few years. And then obviously like back end of 2024, he came back to us and he was like, we want to get the band back together, like let's really do this seriously now. And so obviously 2025, just super ruthless new customer acquisition. This year focusing on email marketing and bringing them back and lifting that ROAS, and scaling the new customer acquisition even more. And now it's looking really, really awesome. So that's been really fun to do. It's been some great work going on there, and the client is very, very happy. So it's been a busy old year so far. I keep saying that I want to document the process and put out more videos, but honestly, like most of the time I'm literally just sat at the computer. I'm not doing anything crazy fun. I'm literally just working, taking calls, making ads, working on back end like infrastructure and software and stuff, and just trying to like make the service the best that it can possibly be, and just put as much resources into it as possible. And that's literally my life. So sometimes I forget to just pull out the camera and record stuff, because it just feels boring to do. Like I'm just sat at my computer. I'm not doing any like crazy fun things like going to events or anything like that. But I am gonna try to be a bit more disciplined with that. And even if it is just sitting down for 10 minutes and just explaining what's been going on lately, I will try to do it a bit more. On the personal side, we've probably done like 6 or 7 months in Bangkok now, in this condo. And something about Bangkok is like, I was speaking to one of my mates, like came in from Bali, not at the weekend. It was like his stag do. And there was a bunch of other like agency owners there as well. And we were chatting and stuff. And like they were saying like how much they would love to live in Bangkok over Dubai or over Bali. And it is a really great place to live for business owners, and to know, like quote unquote lock in. And it's great food, great nightlife, like everything's so convenient, and it is a cool city. Like it's an awesome place to live. But honestly, like for me, the air quality is pretty rough. Like the air quality is terrible. Like you can just kind of feel it when you go outside, like the pollution and stuff. And so next week I'm moving out, so I'm going down to a place called Hua Hin, which is like 2 or 3 hours south of Bangkok. And like we've got a villa, it's a bit more long term. We're going to be there for like 6 months, and then obviously we can decide to like rent again, but maybe for like a year. But the main thing is just to go there and just see what life is like there. It's next to the sea, which is obviously a bit different to the city. So obviously be more clean air, a bit more nature, which is a bit more my scene, because I obviously grew up in the Peak District in the UK, which is like the countryside of the UK, which is all extremely clean air, fields everywhere, farms everywhere, like kind of local life. So it's a little bit more my scene. than Bangkok. Although I would love to live in Bangkok, it is awesome. But again, the air quality is just like it's rough. So yeah, obviously I'll probably make a video when we get to that villa. Obviously, going to go there next week and then get everything set up, um, and see what life is like by the sea, because I lived in Phuket for a couple of months, for like 3-4 months in an Airbnb, and it was by the beach. Had a beautiful view, to be honest. Like it was a cool place. It had a sauna on the balcony as well. It was an awesome condo, but it just rained so much, like so much, and it like flooded occasionally. And I don't know, Phuket wasn't really somewhere that I would want to live full time. So we'll see what Wahin is like. Maybe it's going to be different. Maybe it's going to be the same. We will have to see. We are just going into rainy season, I think. So who knows? Maybe Wahin is also going to be flooding and whatnot. So we will see. But yeah, on the agency side, we've been super busy. Got lots of cool things planned over the next couple of months. It's absolutely not slowing down. Like there's some really cool things in the works. We're building some awesome things on the back end. We're getting some crazy results for our clients, and we just need to keep on keeping on, keep momentum going, because momentum is an absolute cheat code. Like once you can get momentum, man, just don't let it go, because I've been in a period in the business where momentum has been really good before. Taking my foot off the gas, things have slowed down, and to get that momentum back again is so difficult. So honestly, like if you're an agency owner or if you're an ecom founder, like once you get momentum and once you get into a rhythm and a flow, like with content, with sales, with emails, like with everything that you're doing, and you're building momentum, you can see things pushing forward. Do not take your foot off the gas. Put your foot down harder and just keep it going as long as you possibly can. So yeah, going to try and do a couple more vids pretty regularly. Sorry to the 20 subscribers that might have been wanting a video. I'll try to do better. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Over and out.